Welcome back to Weekly What's Up. I'm Tori Nagel.
And I'm Jacob Clore, and these are your awkward moments.
Spring is in full swing. Flowers are blooming, the grass is green, and the weather has been absolutely beautiful lately. If you spend any time on campus this weekend, you probably couldn't walk more than like 10 feet without seeing some couple. People are having picnics and holding hands all across campus. Of course, that's all well and good, but what's even better is an awkward date story.
Luckily, people are a bit too honest on the internet. These Redditors let the world know that their dates were kind of awkward. I think it is safe to say that you shouldn't bring a previous relationship into your first date with somebody new. This Redditor made that mistake twice. He said, I was a month fresh out of a 4-year relationship and a cute coworker asked me out on a date, but I got too drunk and just kept talking about my ex the whole time. She gave me a second chance a month later and I did it again. Why would you do that again? Like, why would you ever let yourself just talk about your ex in front of your new squeeze? What is your opinion, Tori?
I think the first time, I think I would be like, okay, you just got out of this relationship. I understand it's really, really tough. And, she was nice and gave him a second chance a month later, but, eesh, 2 times in a row, I would definitely peace out and not want to deal with that.
We need to
work out your
talk
issues
it
on your
out,
own.
yeah.
Yeah, not with your potential new SO. Just dangerous situation.
New SO. Love your terminology.
In a Huffington Post article, one guy admitted to locking his keys in his car while he took his date to a concert. The guy said his roommate had just started a load of laundry and couldn't bring the spare key for a while, so the couple was stuck in the parking lot for an extra hour and a half.
Imagine coming up with small talk in that hour and a half. That's just a lot of talking and a lot of awkward silence. And
I feel like it could go either way, though. If the person is really, really great, and you guys hit it off and you can converse with each other in that awkward sort of tense circumstance, I think that's a really good sign.
Hopefully the concert went well.
Yeah, but if you can't, then you're just kind of counting down the time, when's my roommate gonna show up?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just awkward.
Yeah. Well, I totally feel for this next Redditor who made this blunder while meeting their date's father. They write, I met her father. I meant to say pleasure to meet you, and I ended up saying I am pleasure. Oh.
That makes me laugh every time. It's so awkward.
I feel like this is something a Chick-fil-A employee would accidentally say as they handed you your food. I'm getting my Chick-fil-A sandwich, and they say, I am pleasure, seductively, and then close the window.
Ugh.
It's funny because instead of saying, pleasure to meet you, something polite, it makes it sound like you're going to be this girl's pleasure, which is just incredibly awkward. And then it's her dad, and he's just get out now. Your curfew, if you even get a second date, is 7:30 p.m. instead of 10 p.m.
Oh yeah, my dad definitely did that when I was younger. If I was dating someone my parents didn't like, they would make me home, be home by 9:30. Not good, not good.
Good try, but maybe next time you need to come up with better words.
This next story is just unbelievable to me. One girl told the Huffington Post that she didn't realize she was on a date because she assumed the boy she was out with was gay. So I also feel it also says a little bit about how we date now. It's do we really know the people that well that we go out on dates with? Especially now
Tinder.
with the talking phase and that sort of thing.
Gosh.
Before you're actually with the person.
Talking.
Yeah.
As if we're not talking right now. LOL.
Okay. I mean, you're not wrong, but all right.
She has a boyfriend. This one is my absolute favorite because it is so short, sweet, and to the point. This Redditor writes, I took her to McDonald's. Let me just say that again. I took her to McDonald's. Nothing says romance and l'amour like a McDouble and some lukewarm fries. Imagine how nasty you both would feel when you lean in for that first kiss, if you even get that far.
Yeah, I wonder if the girl even stayed or if she just left. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably think it was a joke.
Yeah.
I would probably try to be are you serious?
Haha.
Unless we had this previous inside joke with McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how it could be.
This shake represents our relationship.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, ugh. Well, continuing on with our awkward date moments, one boy confessed to giving a girl a handshake at the end of the night. Not even a hug. I mean, I understand not everyone kisses on the first date, but geez, a handshake is a little bit cold to me. Especially if you're trying to see this girl again. I don't know. What do you think, Jake? What would you do?
I would definitely not give a handshake. I think a hug, like a nice hug is a good way to start out. I mean, it's not too much, but it's not too little. The first thing that I thought of when I heard of this was that scene from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets where Hermione or Ron are just kind of and then they just kind of go and shake hands.
Yeah, That's how I imagine it going. Especially like,
Yeah.
what if this was a great date? Like, if I was this girl, I'd be like, heck yeah. Like, am I gonna kiss this boy? Am I gonna hug this boy? Who knows? And then just straight with the handshake.
It's like neither. You're going for a handshake.
It's like, thank you for being so professional about it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not like we're like in a business relationship or anything.
yeah, I don't know. Well, that's all we have for awkward moments.
But stay tuned because when we come back, we will have Rachel Anderson and Mary Desmond with Girls versus Food.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to the Weekly What's Up. I'm Mary Desmond.
And I'm Rachel Anderson.
And this is Girls versus Food. I think one could easily argue that cookies are a top-tier dessert, right, Rachel?
I definitely agree. They're pretty up there.
Yeah.
And this week we're taking a classic chocolate chip cookie dough and attempting to make it better.
How could we possibly make cookie dough better? By frying it!
You know how we do.
Whoa.
But check out this quick video to see how we made them.
Cookies, we going in. Cookies, cookies. Do the cookie dance, do the cookie dance. Do the cookie dance, do the cookie dance, dance. Do the cookie dance, do the cookie dance. Do the cookie dance, do the cookie dance, dance. Welcome to mi casa, come see how I'm living. Me and Mrs. Fields waking bacon in the kitchen, and we call that batch Alyssa. You know we love mulattoes. If you need some while you dance, we can get them to you pronto. See my cookie masa chain rocks a masa cookie chain. Cookies in my IV flowing through my veins. Go with ham, got these batches big and butter gram. I'ma make them dance through these cookies like they bands. Hands up, hands down. Put the cookie in the milk, twirl it all around. Hands up, hands down. Put the cookie in the milk, twirl it all around.
Okay, so we have them here.
We have them. They're here.
It's like 4 hours old, but I still
Yeah.
have confidence
Yeah.
in them.
I
Classes
really...
are a thing, guys. We can't make this
Yeah.
like right before.
Sorry. Yeah,
Mine's still
but-
kind of crunchy though.
Yeah, I think
Not
they're
exactly
gonna. They
warm.
looked really good when I took them right out of the fryer. They still look pretty good. I'm excited. Well, should we try it? Should we
I
try
don't
it?
think you can make cookie dough worse, especially if you're gonna fry it.
Yeah, I don't think
I
you
don't
can
think that-
any.
I don't
It's
think that
always
makes
gonna
it
be
worse.
good.
Yes, we
Probably.
should try it.
Yeah. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Definitely still crunchy.
Oh,
Wait,
oh my God.
isn't there a thing like in cookie dough where you're not supposed to eat like the raw eggs or whatever, and now we're eating raw
Whatever.
eggs plus 4 hour. All right,
Whatever.
yeah. It's delicious, by the way.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's like a
Chocolate
nice.
chips are still melty.
Yeah. Oh, it's like gooey on the inside, still kind of crunchy with the batter on the outside. It's like a dessert hush puppy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is. Like, they literally look exactly like hush puppies. So you're like, oh, there's a hush puppy, and then you bite into it, you're like, oh my God, this is delicious gooey cookie dough.
This cookie dough that's actually made better than original cookie dough. Jacob is dying currently as he's eating one. That's
This is
actually-
so good.
Do it. These might beat dessert nachos.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely. Might actually be the best thing.
I think
According to Kevin, this is the best thing we've made so. I mean, what's his name? TTG.
it's TTG.
This is the best thing we've made so far. So
Yeah, I
do
think-
it.
The best, like, sweet thing. I'm still a big fan of the peanut butter chicken. If you haven't watched that episode, go back and watch it. Peanut butter chicken, it's a great
Better than
episode.
you think.
It's delicious. You should actually try the recipe too. It's a very, 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 very good. Girls versus Food. We're doing big things here. Big things. Big things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're gonna finish it? You're just gonna lackadaisical? I'm just messing with you. Well, friends, that sums up this week's episode of Girls versus Food. When we come back, we will have a new crazy concoction for you to try.
On our last episode ever.
Woo!
Well,
That's
not
sad.
ever, But for these.
Sad.
Bye.
Bye.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back to the Weekly What's Up. I am Jacob Clore.
And I'm Alec Holcomb.
And these are your viral videos. Numb by Linkin Park is one of the band's most popular songs. It may even be one of the most popular songs of the 21st century. One new remix of the song features auto-tuned animals barking, growling, and whining their way through the song, and the results are hilarious.
You know, I haven't heard this song in a really long time, and when this popped up on my Facebook feed, it brought one single tear.
Just one tear?
Just one.
Oh. Well, I think my favorite part of this video by far is when that one dog, excuse me, is doing the rap, and it's just kind of like the and I just like died laughing because it sounds
Wait, I don't know what
like
you're talking about. Can you do that again for me?
Okay,
cool. I want to make sure I wasn't exactly sure of what you were talking about. But yeah, no, this is just one of those creative things that they do on the internet, and I just love it.
A lot of video editing went into this.
Have you ever watched one of those weird announcers at auctions talking really fast and wonder how they do it? Well, I can't really tell you that, but when you put a beat behind their voice, it makes for one hell of a video.
So let's get the auction underway. On the first cow here, who's got 55? 55 by, 55 by, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 59, 60, 60, 60, 60, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4 now, 4 now, 5, 5 now, 4, 4, 4 now, half, 4, 4 now, 5, 5, 5, 55, 5 and a half, 5 now, quarter, half, 5, 75 now, 75, 65 now, 75, sold your way, 65 and a half, 21. Andy Rock, 21. Rockstar, 21. Cattle, and we got some cows here to start. Who's got 72? 72. Table, you know, have them, but you know, 30, but they're gonna have them, but 3, but have a boom, but now, send it, but 4 half. 4 now, half, but 4 now, quarter, have them, but 4, 75, 4 now, 5, 5, but 5 now, quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, but 5, 75, 5 but 5 now, 6 and a quarter, but quarter, have them, but 6 now, 75, 75, but 77, 7 and quarter, quarter, have them, but 7 half, 75, but 78, 8, but 8 now, quarter, 8 now, quarter, 8 now, half, 8, 75, 9, 79, a quarter, 9 now, quarter, sold your way, 79, JBS number 1, JBS number 1, thank you.
Gosh, when they went like halfway through the video, when they stopped the beat, I was just like, no, don't stop the beat.
No,
it was pretty good. Keep it going. And then they just keep going with the beat, but it's just like, how do you practice that? How do you just perfect that voice, the talking and the talking really fast and the beat behind it.
I don't know. And I don't think it was initially like what I think happened. Someone recognized there was a pattern to what he was talking, and someone decided to put cowbell behind it. And it was really just a personal story of mine, real quick. I watched this video. I was jamming a little bit in my chair. My roommate walked in. I was like, "Great, thanks. Sorry, Calvin. Didn't mean to." But
cool story, bro.
But tell it again?
No. But really, if you fun treat, if you watch this video with the closed captioning provided by YouTube, the words aren't what he's saying, and it's just.
Are you talking about the subtitles?
Yeah, the closed captioning.
I don't know if I ever. That should be a new hobby or something.
Yeah.
Just watching a video with.
And see if they get it right or wrong.
You get some interesting results to say the least.
Well, the theme song to the popular sitcom Friends is one of the most recognizable theme songs of all time. But what happens when you flip the meaning of the song entirely and the focus of the video is that the person has no friends? Well, watch this video to find out.
It got dark really
that
fast.
that video effect where it's just like the song stops and it's just like,
slows down.
Poor
Like,
guy.
Oh man.
And you're afraid that you're like, what is he gonna happen? He's sitting at a table, it's raining outside. But then there's that one phone call and you're just like, oh yeah, he actually does have friends.
Like I felt,
Happy ending.
I know that they were like trying to parody like the theme song and everything, but it just, I don't know. Just for me, that went dark really fast. He's like sitting at the table with like, I don't know if that's like bourbon or whatever, but I was like,
or a glass of Diet Coke
man.
For your under 21 crowd. Yeah.
It's like putting on like a facade to like have a smiley face, like yeah, I'm fine by myself, and then like the breakdown happens. You're like, crap.
I feel like that happens with a lot of people who feel like they have no friends. They're just like, oh yeah, life is going great, and then you're just like in on a Saturday afternoon, and you're just like, oh, well, I got homework to do. That's about it.
I never have that problem. Alright, let's go on with the next video. It seems that we're following a trend here with dogs, because this next video involves the best husky in the world. The kid in the video had to get up for school, but the husky didn't want him to get out of bed. The result is pretty funny. Check it out.
It's school morning. Time to wake up. Yes. You don't want to do it. You're good. You're good. But you know what? He has to wake up. It's school morning.
He's like tracing the source. Oh.
You gotta wake up. Come on.
This dog did not want this kid to get out of bed. And maybe, I'm actually starting to think that maybe it just wanted the blanket where the kid was laying to just be in that position. Because when the mother started grabbing the blanket, the dog was just like, you know, grabbing at her and just like attempting to bite her. And it's just like, it's all funny, but like, that dog was serious. It wanted its blanket.
I don't know. Like personally, for my dog, like if I'm laying down and she's on my lap, then if I get up, I know that like in the wintertime, like it's a warm spot. So when I get up and I have to go do something, she doesn't appreciate it at all. And I believe this is kind of like the same idea. It wasn't necessarily like the human leaving. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but it made for a great video, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. And plus, if you notice in the very corner, it's like really dark outside, and that could kind of contribute to the dog's feelings in the video. I don't know.
Yeah. It's tired.
High school sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's all for Viber videos this week.
But stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll have Kevin Stefani and Zaid Farah with TTG and the Basilisk.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to the Weekly What's Up. I'm Kevin Stefani.
I'm Zaid Farah.
And you're watching TTG and the Basilisk. All right, Zaid, let's get it on. What do you got?
Miss Hillary Clinton is known for her broad-based and sometimes contradictory support for many issues, from that of an increased national wage to more private speeches to a fearful Wall Street against further regulation. However, on multiple occasions, Hillary has pledged to carry out the curious goal of revealing the government's alleged secret files on UFOs and to make them available to the public. In sticking with our rather pointless theme of alien conspiracies, this week's Decent Drew is Hillary Clinton for statements supporting government UFO transparency. Barring a threat to national security, Ms. Clinton hopes to, she states that if I was president, the first thing I'd do, I'd go right into those files and see what's going on. Thank you, Hillary, for supporting both government transparency and our intergalactic curiosities with your groundbreaking political stance.
Wow, that's a dark horse for your Decent Drew, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
And good for her. But
Yeah.
the first thing she does is the aliens?
The first thing she's going to do on inauguration.
That's it's probably like the most important issue, you know?
It
Just
really is.
aliens
You know,
that have been
there's,
here in the 50s,
ISIS,
you know?
And then there's,
You know, they're not that
potential invasion.
important.
You know, which one's more of a threat to?
The potential invasion that's clearly imminent.
If we're about to be zapped to a different planet, I want to know.
Yeah, I do too. And Hillary wants to let us know. Vote for Hillary because of the aliens.
All right. And by the way, Trump has released no statements on UFO transparency. I'd just like to
Down with Trump. Up with Hell Dog.
How about you, old double tube? What's your Decent Drew?
Every single week, 3-year-old girl Brooklyn Andracki waits patiently outside her house on Thursday mornings to greet an unlikely friend, the garbage man. Brooklyn sees him honking and smiling as he drives by, and he always makes her week. And as this week was Brooklyn's birthday, she decided to bring one of her cupcakes out to her favorite awesome smiley garbage man. The garbage man, Delvar D., was so touched by this little girl that he went out and bought her a few birthday presents himself and delivered them to her the following week. Now they regularly send each other videos and keep up with each other's lives. So for making that little girl's day, Delvar D, the trash man, has earned my Decent Drew.
I mean, hopefully the presents, he bought them, right? They're not just like
No.
trash sculptures and that kind of thing.
No, he did show her all about the trash though. He showed her how they like compact it and
God, I want to become friends with this guy.
Yeah.
You know, don't you want to know that? I mean, not to use that particular aspect of it.
you know, he really had a great smile. I'm not gonna lie. He was just a smiley trash guy.
But, you know, more people should do that, you know, just because these people provide us a service. Or like, you know, for example, a waiter, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, just because they're doing their job doesn't mean that they shouldn't be treated with kindness. And
It's the
they're
kind of thing that we're commending with our Decent Drews. We're promoting these things, you know?
That's
Trying to get the
really
message
decent,
out.
you know what I mean?
We're decent. We should give ourselves a Decent
I mean, I already
Drews.
do that. I mean, we
Yeah.
will next week, probably.
Next week, I'm gonna find a way to make myself a Decent Drew because I'm a decent guy.
Wow, sounds like a challenge. All right, you know how we talked about not trusting the Brits a couple weeks ago?
Mhm.
This time we really have proof.
That's right, Zaid. Last week, Great Britain officials made the grave mistake of allowing online voters to choose the name for a new state-of-the-art polar exploration ship, and the name that has won is called Boaty McBoatface. How awesome is that? Now, officials are saying that they're more than likely going to rescind their promise to allow the public to name the boat, saying the new Royal Research ship will be sailing into the world's iciest waters to address global challenges that affect the lives of hundreds of millions of people, including, or penguins, including global warming, melting polar ice, and rising sea levels. That's why we want a name that lasts longer than a social media news cycle and reflects the serious nature of the science that we'll be doing. I'm so disappointed in these officials. The Brits could have had an amazing name that would transcend generations and always be remembered, but now they'll probably have some boring name and no one's going to care about the boat or the science that they're doing anymore. Not nearly as much as they would have cared if the name was Boaty McBoatface. Terrible stuff, huh, Zid?
I kind of dislike that name, though, I'm going to be honest.
I love Boaty
Now I
McBoatface.
can't trust them because of that name, actually.
Well,
to be honest.
I just don't trust the officials. Well, have you found anyone more heartless than these British officials, Zaid?
You know, possibly. Although, actually, you can interpret it as she has more heart.
Oh.
One woman looks uncannily like Ted Cruz and has agreed to a star in a porno in exchange for $10,000.
Wow.
After appearing as a contestant on a talk show, images of Miss Circe Hayes went viral as numerous people commented on the resemblance.
What a name.
Making a sex tape isn't typically the most decent of choices, but becoming a porn star for the sole reason of appealing to a strange and a hopefully small niche of viewers who want to voyeur in on a presidential hopeful is one of the more indecent things an average person can do. Cruz isn't even one of the more good-looking candidates of for president, and I'm not even counting the ones that are running now. And that's not saying a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, would you watch?
I mean, you know, she's making 10,000. Would I watch?
I mean,
maybe.
just for lols, right?
Yeah,
I mean, curiosity killed the cat.
Or
Ted Cruz killed the cat because he's a Zodiac killer.
Oh, God. Wow, way to bring that in.
Let's think about that for a second.
No. Yeah, if we think too hard, we might actually start believing that.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't be the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
We gotta stay alert.
Jimmy Fallon,
I didn't. What was it?
No, the Zodiac killer. Was it Jimmy Fallon?
I don't know.
I don't know.
A lot of people make fun of him for it.
Yeah.
He is the Zodiac killer.
He probably is.
Probably. All right, let's see what we have this week in important, unimportant topics. All right, so what are you thinking here?
Man, I think obviously the shotgun pellets, and I'm going to preface this, if they're not flying at a velocity that would injure people.
But when you sneeze, that flies at like a serious velocity.
No, it doesn't. Not.
It's like
not
over 100 miles
the
per hour.
speed of a bullet, Kevin. All
It's
right?
not the speed of a bullet,
I
but
mean,
it's over
TTT.
100 miles per hour. That's a lot.
I mean, you would welt people, but you wouldn't be eating, one, toilet paper, and two, dying or killing others.
You might be
If you
killing
got someone's
others.
eye, it would probably be a serious injury.
And they'd be blind
Well,
forever.
actually, I don't think there's no way this could possibly be a serious injury.
I think it could be. There's
I mean,
shotgun pellets.
By definition, you're sneezing shotgun pellets. It is not serious.
What about infections?
Okay. Way to bring it down. You know, actually, speaking of, shout out to Prince. Anyways.
Speaking of what? Eating toilet paper?
Infections.
Oh. Did he die from infections? Did the autopsy come back?
Because of shotgun pellets. What's up?
Oh,
Yeah, it was
God.
dark.
That turned darker than
I
Purple
mean-
Rain. God.
I mean, we just joked about Prince dying, so, God.
You just joked about Prince dying.
Yeah, maybe we should. I don't know.
Maybe you're a jerk and it's too soon.
I mean,
it's
you
been like
know-
4 days. It's not funny until like, what is it, 17 years? 27 years?
I don't know. He was a great musician, though. Does
No,
that
he
count?
was. Yeah, all accounts.
Have you ever heard the While My Guitar Gently Weeps?
Yeah, I have.
I mean, he covered it. It's great. Well, on that note, let's end this week's episode.
Yeah, seems like about time. Have a good week, everyone. We'll see you next time on TGG and the Basilisk.
Spring is in full swing and flowers are blooming. I did that so well though. Jake changed the script again.
No, I didn't. That's completely you.
That was a typo? That was me?
Yeah, that was totally you.
Let's not talk about it. Okay, can we just
I
say-
succeeded.
I
I
pulled a fast
succeeded.
break on Jake.
I
You saw it,
succeeded.
and I'm so mad. Can you just do it anyway? Can you scroll up? In the middle of the script, I put a quote from a
From Bruce
from
Almighty.
Bruce Almighty, and I totally thought I was gonna get you.
No, go
this
down.
time.
It's down.
Yeah. So just say it.
Be back from 10 p.m. to like 7:30. Case in point, I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. I like a do the cha-cha. This Redditor would never get to date this girl ever again.
I like recording.
No, no, one says no good.
I like recording. This has been filmed in front of a live studio audience.
4.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just another cookie place, TBH.
Welcome back to Weekly Wits. Oh, I hate myself. Welcome back to Weekly Wits Up. Welcome back to the Weekly Wits Up. I'm Mary Desmond.
Breaking news.
I know, why not?
We're about to
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What's up?
Welcome back to the Weekly Wits Up. I'm Mary Desmond. Welcome back to the Weekly Wits Up. I'm Mary Desmond.
And I'm Rachel.
You were savage! You were savage! What in the world? I think one could easily argue that cookies are a top tier dessert, right, Rachel?
Yeah, I definitely agree. They're number one. But this week we're taking.
Stop, Jake.
What did I say?
Stop
It
it.
doesn't sound good.
Top tier.
They're definitely up number one.
Number